Hey everyone!
Hey everyone!
Welcome to another Jagged Alliance free dev stream. Like I see in the comments right now, actual Monday stream. It's gonna be the regular thing. Sometimes, depending on schedules, it might change. But yeah, Mondays are kind of our thing now.
Most of the time, it's every time on Monday.
Most of the time, it's every time on Monday. You can have it in any color you want as long as it's black. So yeah, glad to see everyone here. We got a good show for you today. We're gonna focus on 1.20, which is the next patch that we hinted at last time with Boyan and Boyan, and it's codenamed Buns, and it's all about quality of life for combat. So we're gonna jump into that in just a second, but before that, just give me a confirmation that everyone hears us clearly and that everything technical-wise is okay-ish. Audio is fine. Thank you. Clay PL, didn't you get a VIP badge, or did I miss you? I think I sent you one. Archimedes as well. What is going on? Okay, so I'm gonna review the invites for the VIP access. No, it's not access. It's a badge in Twitch. We're kind of new to streaming, in case you didn't notice, but it's very fun.
Yeah.
And we plan on continue doing it.
Yeah.
As long as you guys keep showing up and keep being interested in the game, it's nice to have you here, and it's nice to chat with the community, because Discord can be very chaotic, and this can just help us have a more, it's not really one-on-one conversation, but it's more like it. So
Two on chat conversation.
yes. Yes. So that's one thing, and the other thing is we're trying to catch up on all of the things that we didn't manage to upload to YouTube, like all of the previous dev streams that we had before launch, so that you can find them on Haemimont Games' YouTube channel, in case some of you I know are not really fans of Twitch, so we'd like to have the one and the other in case, it's better for you guys. No, I'm not even touching that, the last one. All right, so without further ado, Lubo, he's been a couple of times with us already, and he is going to help us out with 1.20 because, to be honest, it was a handful. It's been probably a month since the last full patch, and there's been a lot of changes, as we saw today.
Yeah, people keep fixing stuff,
Imagine
changing stuff, and improving stuff, and we have a lot of changes. So for everyone, I'm Lubo, I'm a designer on the game. I do all sorts of things nowadays on the game. I can't even...
but not two guys, one chat.
No.
Not that one.
But maybe we should do an OnlyFans. Okay.
I think we just lost the PG-13, but yeah.
Did we ever have a PG-13?
Not really.
Okay, so for this patch, Pao sent me a changelog of 11,000 lines of people just explaining their changes, and I tried to make sense of it all, and I ultimately failed. I managed to get them down to around 6,000, but I still have a lot of stuff to go through.
Oh yeah.
But the good news is that there are a lot of improvements, a lot of things that even some which I did that I had forgotten about. Yeah.
Probably that's kind of fun. You went through the fixes and I was like, oh, this is smart. I like this fix. Who's it from?
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh wait, I did fix that. Oh yeah, that was big. Yeah. So as part of the good news, we are finally catching up on bugs related to quests and conversations. So this will hopefully get fixed. For example, a lot of reported bugs about Boss Blue Bear and the conversation there that will be fixed. I fixed some quests about the middle of nowhere with the voodoo people and the other quest in Chalet de la Paix. And a lot of fixes, a lot of combat fixes, a lot of fixes in the UI, in the operations, better gamepad controls.
Just to give you a sense, this is just like, okay, copy all of the changes into a word processor, and then you have like all of these thousands of lines.
Yeah.
Then you go over them and see, maybe we should classify these. Maybe,
and I
okay, we
started doing
have 1 hour, so
Yeah.
maybe we should rush this. It was
But,
a roller coaster.
The good news is that you already know the major stuff. I talked about it last week in detail, so that's out of the way. But just to remind everyone, inaccurate attacks may hit other body parts than the one targeted.
Yeah, that's more natural.
Yeah, very clear indication of the remaining Overwatch attacks. You can salvage knives for parts and other stackable items as well. Very big quality of life improvement where you can fast forward to the enemy turn. What else?
There was ricochet bullets.
Oh yeah, the ricochet bullets.
We had ricochet bullets, but now they can actually damage stuff in the environment or other characters. So
other things. Yeah,
we're thinking of
some free aim fixes. I think, for example, you can do the change attack modes in.
Now you can select the auto burst or single shots in free aim, which was something that I really liked.
Yeah.
And should have been there earlier, but we didn't have the time.
Yeah, there's a lot of things, and we try to give it to try to fix the big stuff first. Also, a lot of optimizations in this update.
Yeah, optimization is one of those things that you can't really display that well unless it's with a stopwatch.
Yeah, let's do it.
Foreshadowing.
Okay. But a lot of optimizations in the quests in every possible way, so the game should hopefully run smoother, better. But we'll see. Hopefully, we will not add a lot of new bugs this time.
Oh yeah.
But it's a complex game. Things break all the time.
Oh yeah.
Repeatedly.
Oh, thanks, Hyperlord. Kelly Thorne. Yeah, we're aware that there is a problem with the scene that we sent for the outfit for the character that you can use for modding. So we're working on that as well. So stay tuned, and we're gonna see what we can do with that one. Just to give you a little bit of background, we use Max internally, but most of the modders, I think I've talked about this. Most of the modders use Blender because it's free, and they can actually have access to all of the infrastructure behind it without buying the actual software or having to spend money on the actual software. So that transition from one software to the other is kind of tricky, and we do plan on going more in the Blender road for the future. So hopefully it gets easier after this. Well, yeah.
It never does.
No, some things become easier, and then you think all of the problems are going to be solved, and then 10 more problems pop up because it's a bigger game and it's more complex.
Another major note, we received a lot of feedback from the modding community. A lot of you talked to us through Discord, and a lot of the changes that have been implemented through that to make life easier for modders will be included in this patch. So a lot of goodies for everyone.
Oh, yeah. All right, you want to share some specific smaller changes because you're writing just some notes until the beginning of the show.
So many. The biggest issue that a lot of people had this problem was with what I call ghost conflicts, where the game said that there is a conflict somewhere and there isn't actually a conflict there. There are no enemies, and this caused
a lot. This is the one like you were thinking, like, is that guy hiding under the bush? Or
no, it's even worse. You see, it's even in a sector you're not in at the moment, and there is there is an unknown enemy, and you go there, and there is no one there, and but the conflict never ends. We fixed as many of these cases we could find. Hopefully, we fixed them all. And this actually broke the game for some people because they could not reach the ending outro because of that.
Yeah, I saw that.
Because the outro does not start until all conflicts have been resolved. So, yeah.
Well said, Archimedes. Yeah, some things become easier, but you always find more work to add. But yeah.
Yeah. and a lot of quality of life, smaller stuff. For example, in the repair operation, there is now an icon that shows you which items are in the inventory, which are in the sector stash, and things like that, and repairing items from another squad and things like that.
Hopefully, we can have a more detailed
Yeah.
public patch notes when the patch hits.
Yeah, of course, we'll have patch notes. Come on.
No. It depends on the granularity because believe me, at some point you can't fit everything.
Yeah.
Like no one will read
At
it.
some point, you just want to write, and then we fix some bugs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of fixes have been made in this bug. A lot of quality of life, so many things. Some are more visible than others, but I thought of something and it jumped out of my head.
It's okay. I actually wanted to explain a little bit more about the release itself. Like we mentioned in previous streams, we're planning to make the build today that we're gonna push for QA, and it's also going to go as an unstable build to all of the modders so that they can actually check out if their mods are working correctly, if something breaks, so they have the ability to fix it before the actual mod hits, and then it breaks for everyone that's subscribed to the mod, which is going to be not the best. And for those of you who've already received an invite for that special channel for the modders that are going to get that build, we're going to talk to you a little bit more there, and you can also talk to each other because, like you've noticed, the more help is actually coming from other modders than we have the bandwidth to actually, help everyone with a problem, which is amazing because it actually, builds up the community in a better way.
Yeah. I mean, I love our community at the moment. For example, someone talked to Anton today, one of our programmers in Discord, and they had some questions about hiring and things like that, and they got transferred to me, and I wrote a response. But I love our community, and I love the way we can communicate with people, and the way that people are interested in what we did and how we did it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that means that people, especially more, sometimes see the stupid mistakes we made. Like, for example,
It's not
I still
stupid
can't get
mistakes.
over. I still can't get over how we messed up the sanitarium quest. We fixed it in the first patch, but yeah, it was a really stupid mistake.
True. But let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
There are also some fixes that I've mentioned that we've had since 2 days after the last patch, and they're finally going to go live. So hopefully that's going to solve for some people.
There were some things that we were debating where to put them in a hotfix or not, into another hotfix. Ultimately, we decided not to do a hotfix, but yeah, some problems with active posts and stances were addressed. So yeah,
that was not pleasant.
I saw the fix for that, Vicky and others. The claustrophobic and the zoophobic perks will hopefully no longer stay forever, and we did additional fixes there. So even in old saves, things will be fixed from now on. So that's fixed, Claypio.
All right. You wanna jump into the probably my favorite big fix for it's not a fix, it's actually a feature.
Yeah, it's a feature
for 1.20, which is we actually have a meme for that.
Yeah.
Run,
go! Show the meme.
Lubo behind the scenes just adjusting something.
Yeah, he's okay.
So basically, this is when you have 20 enemies and 10 allies on a map, that you can now actually make the enemy turns go faster. That Blizzard was talking about last time, and we were thinking with Lubo, why not just show it with a stopwatch?
Yeah, we
nothing breaks.
And we actually have no idea how different the results will be. So this can be hilarious in multiple ways.
All right, Lubo, you need to change the The scene, man. Lou was adjusting the light.
Okay,
All right. Let's see.
Let's see. How are we going to stop at this?
Gamer?
Yes,
Yes.
game.
Camera.
Yes.
Provamo camera.
Forged. All right.
All right.
So if you recognize this situation,
Is
you've
there a
probably
way
watched.
to, maybe we're not in the bottom right corner, so people can see how the game splitting works.
Yes, that's probably very smart. While we're waiting for that, you probably recognize this whole situation if you watched the Pavel's Cursed Builds episode of our one of our previous dev streams, where he had his special build. I think this one is Ravens, where he just mowed down with melee all of the enemies.
Yeah.
But since it's such a huge encounter, it was very taxing. A lot of patience was required for the enemy turn. So what we figured out was not what we figured out. We had an idea. Let's use that save so we can demonstrate the new faster enemy turn one. Luboš, are you gonna move us to the left side or something?
Yeah, so we can see.
You'll see why it's important. So as you can see, it's by
Yeah.
the way, you're correct. There's no buns here, which is
Yeah.
not the best for 1.20 buns.
Yeah, but it's efficient and optimized. Okay,
All right. So
let's.
just go into enter. Let's see. Oopsie. Yeah.
Okay,
So
let's
go. So this is normal game speed,
Yeah.
and we can probably talk
Yeah.
for 10 minutes about
Yeah.
something else while this runs in the background.
Yeah. Probably at some point you should be ready to stop the stopwatch, though.
Oh yeah. We will.
All right.
So, yeah, as you can see, first the enemies need to go, and then all of the militia, because there's a bunch of militia on this map, need to have their turns, and at some point it's just too much. But yeah, maybe we can answer some questions while the situation is running out.
Yeah.
Not running out, but yeah, running.
Oh, it's OS now, so probably should be. I don't know.
I'm skeptical that it's gonna be this fast.
Yeah, there are a lot of OS, but I don't know. Anyway, here's something I worked on the game that people may have questions about. I did the hiring conditions for people. And did you guys figure out how to keep people from quitting on you? Has somebody figured that out?
Pum pum pum. No one yet.
No one yet? I know people were complaining at first about this, and then they figured at least one of the ways, but there is a second way.
Oh, you actually, you're making them struggle for it. What was the question?
Did you guys figure out how to keep a Reaper in your squad from quitting? Because he has a fairly decent chance of quitting once when you rehire him, unless you do some things.
Bum 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 bum. Oh, all right. So, 2 minutes
2 minutes.
in a bad situation.
Yeah.
All right. So let's load up the same one so that everything is. Oh yeah, this is a placeholder mod, as you can see.
Yeah.
Because ASD makes very much sense on your left fingers.
Yeah.
Left hand fingers. All right. So now we have the same situation. Still live wire. And start.
Go.
And turn. And now I double clicked it, so it's on the faster
Yeah.
setting.
Yeah,
I don't
and
know.
you can see
Did we
the
leave it at
enemies.
1.5 or
What?
did we leave it on 1.5 or?
I'm not sure. I think it's double. I don't know.
All right, we'll figure it out with the stopwatch.
Hmm. The militia, any changes there will be pretty complex. So I don't think we'll do them soon, but we're open to changes, and at some point, why not? We'll definitely take a look at that because I know there have been some votes about the militia and things like that. So, yeah.
Religion go goes burr.
Yeah.
Oh, Livewire is not having a good day.
Yeah.
Oopsie.
Okay. Uh, can we mess up the save by having every part member of the squad dead, and that's how the turn ends?
It would be interesting, but I think we have quite a bit of mercs in the background. That's why I didn't push them. You know, I'm kind of talking faster now that I look
Okay.
faster.
Yeah. Okay. Around 2 times faster. Yeah. We shaved off a minute of a very long battle. Yeah.
Yes, let's hope that this allows for more and more larger battles because I know that a lot of people, were missing. I think because a lot of Jagged Alliance 2 had these huge,
Yeah.
I mean, not huge, but a lot bigger than our current maps in terms of size. So this will help out not having 2 hours spent on one battle specifically. All right.
How? Yeah. House info. Can you report that to the in-game bug reporter? The thing about the lighting on Fox. We can probably fix that. But yeah, a bug would help. Thank
Face
you.
skin tone. That's interesting. Yeah, report it and we'll look into that.
Let's talk about the speed. There is an interesting question there. Actually, when you press enter, you have the game speed button, and by default it's set to normal speed. And if you set it to high speed, it will continue to be on high speed until you change it again.
Click
So
it again.
in future turns, it will also be on high speed until you change it. Yeah. So you don't have to click it every time. You can click it once and change it when you need to.
I think last time that we talked, we were still having it in the options menu, and after the stream, someone said maybe that would be better in the game or actually as a hotkey. I'm not sure whether we managed to fit that in the patch, like have it as a hotkey. But
I'm pretty certain we did it with a hotkey, but I'm not sure. Yeah.
let's check out
Yeah.
live
Yeah.
because what could
key
go
bindings,
wrong?
Key bindings. I think it's in tactical view. Or no, I'm thinking about something else. No, it's in combat. Sorry.
In combat, I think combat was up.
Here, or in general. I don't know. I think we had a key because someone had to figure out a key for this. But yes, here it is. Fast forward. It's just not bound, but it is there.
Yes.
Yeah.
The last time I've looked at this menu in detail was when we were translating all of this, and there's so much new things since then. Like
this menu is featured prominently in my nightmares because I had to clean it up multiple times from all different actions that should have been there.
Plus, I think you're the only one who actually, designed the controller. So.
Yeah, and I had to figure out what to keep and how to keep it and what should be a hotkey button. So yeah, I really had that menu. But
like waking up in cold sweat.
No, it's like, oh yes, I don't have to do this anymore.
Okay, so you're relieved.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Our committees. Let's see. Skip the turn entirely. Ooh. Are you sure you would want that?
I'm not sure if that will be very easy to do, and I'm not also certain how we'll be able to communicate information about. Yeah. By the way, I noticed someone, a lot of people actually talking about something in Discord about usually about battles where you have an ally. Like the beast, especially with the beast actually, but sometimes with militia as well, because they're very hard to keep alive, especially the beast. So we hear you, we're thinking about it. We need to figure out how and what to do there. But yeah, we'll try not to break the game and make her too powerful, but also not have her die instantly because she go yeah. I feel physics cat. I
Yeah.
know what you mean. Yeah.
But basically, that's every day here. We try not to break the game. Oh,
I think it's not broken. It's just
it just works in a different way. But yeah, it's something that we don't want to introduce
Yeah.
new
yeah.
problems.
We're thinking about that. We're thinking about maybe helping her heal throughout battles because her health is persistent and she does not heal very fast. So that's probably a problem. But we're thinking about that and we're discussing that. We've talked about this
Yeah.
actually. Respondes 44.
He's talking about having different factions fight each other, like army
Yeah.
versus legion versus mercs.
Yeah. And I think we actually did have some cases where there are multiple enemies that can we have definitely have some factions that can attack each other.
I know
But-
the one situation that I've had is with the wildlife hyenas, and then with legion with hyenas, which is a bit confusing sometimes. But I think we worked on that and it's better now.
Yeah. We'll see. This is definitely something big, and we'll see.
A certain redhead. Kind of have to start narrating what chat's saying, because if we re-upload this whole dev stream to YouTube, no one's gonna have a clue what we're talking about. So
Yeah. No, I think actually there is a way to upload with having the Twitch chat on screen. So
I need to check on that. Like I said, Twitch is something that's
and double
fairly
then
new
to
us.
you, Discord HS.
Smiley is not idealist, but he's up in the clouds.
No, he's up in his ass.
Come on.
Yeah, I mean,
Language.
come on.
You're
Come
hurt?
on. All the 10-year-olds.
I think the ship sailed on that one, yeah. All right. Do you think of something else that we can
Yeah.
mention?
Or if you have questions about
Yeah.
new features.
Hassel, an eccentric boy.
Oh yeah, I have to find a way to keep him hidden because sometimes he's not when he should be. And I have to figure out why and how to keep him. I know one of the problems is with WireWire skill, but yeah.
UI quality of life improvements.
Yeah, I think that's kind of planned in one of the patches to have some.
We do have some improvements on the filters. You know, the filters that are on the bottom right here.
No, but especially for the weather, I think this is will be part of the conflict screen revamp.
Are we talking about the conflict screen revamp here?
Yeah, it's not in this patch, but yeah,
We can mention it.
Yeah, but I
because
think
Boyan did.
I think this if we are doing something about the world map, it will be more in the patch about. Which is about the world, the satellite view.
Yes, there's a thing that we mentioned last time.
Yeah,
that's-
let's show the free and fire mode change.
We'll do. Just wanted to say about the conflict screen. Like Boyan said last time, it's taking up a lot of the screen space, and we actually wanted to be more informational, like to have additional content on it that will help you make your decision on whether to engage in that conflict, retreat, or
and again,
something in between.
if you have a suggestion, don't worry. You can send it to us to the bug reporter. We try to keep track of them. We'll try to look at them as often as possible. There are a lot of things there. Okay.
So
see.
Actually, where's the mouse? Okay, we're not above the mouse. So
Okay.
right now, when you press F for 1, depending like what you use, there's the. I'm not showing, but yeah, you're seeing the cursor here. Underneath the cursor, you actually see F for fire mode. Right now, it's dual shot, right hand shot, or left hand shot. Let's see if someone has a different type of weapon. But I think this is mainly a. Oh, there we go. is mainly a melee build,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Yeah,
So
here we have single shot,
burst fire, and
yeah.
auto. This would have saved me a lot of time with the sounds, but what can you do?
Yeah. Yeah. I have in my head an idea for a feature, but I'm not allowed to talk about it because it's only in my
So
head.
don't.
It's a pet feature. I think a lot of you would love it. Yeah, and
Are you
hopefully-
doing some lobbying right now? Like if you say they're like, oh yeah, we gotta do it, then we have to commit. Like don't do that live.
Nah, just here. But I think it will be a very cool feature. But I really don't have any time to properly talk it out, even to talk it out with people, so we can see if it other people react to it as well. But it's a really cool feature, and hopefully at some point we'll do it, and I will be allowed to talk about it.
Yeah, I was just joking because a lot of the people here are actually very into new things that we can improve on the game, and since THQ wants us to improve the game with the roadmap that we showed, we got a lot of stuff that we just need to prioritize because again, there's so much to do. So there was something about new bullet calculations in the reg buff.
What?
This is Cordonor, you're talking about the chance of hitting another body part, the one that you were actually aiming for, right? This is something that is in this patch, and it was kind of wonky before, but it was a design decision just to be clearer.
Okay,
So we
I
needed
can
to-
probably give some details, but they're based on very old info. I think they may have changed this, but basically when we do the shot, there is this dispersion in a cone, and the cone depends on the weapon and the accuracy. And so we can technically figure out if the shot hits another body part. Just up until now, we just saw that if it didn't hit, we said that it didn't hit.
Yeah.
So we have that capability. So it's not a buff per se. It's not.
Yes.
It's actually part of the simulation. It's not. As it's not faked.
I think
I
that's
think
in-
it's not faked. I think they
No,
did the
it's not.
calculation.
In one of the previous dev diaries, there's actually a picture, a screenshot from the dev build with a debug command that shows all of the line of sight lines that you can. It's very taxing on the actual PC, but it shows you all of the line of sights for those characters, like what you can hit and so on. I need to find that out where it is, and probably I can post it in Discord, or you can find it and share it.
I know about this because we were figuring it out at some point because it when you miss at a very close range and you look like you should hit, and usually the bullet went into a really weird trajectory. Like you look like you're shooting, to the side of him. It was that way. If he's up here, it's like you're shooting like this. And we thought a lot how to mitigate this because and how to tweak the parameters of the simulation so that the missed shots didn't look as ridiculous. So I think that actually will alleviate part of that as well.
I don't know, like
some misses I think would be unintended body parts now, but I'm not quite sure how this works, to be fair. This is in Blizzard's domain, and I don't go there as much as I should because there's a lot of things happening on my end as well. I think it will happen.
Like if you're aiming for center of mass,
Yeah,
like it has a bigger chance of hitting another body part. Probably, it's not like Phoenix Point.
Yeah.
The system in Phoenix
yeah.
Point where you had the two cones, but it does work in like a similar simulation, and we will probably get Blizzard to talk a little bit more about that next time he's here.
We'll
You
direct
can
him here.
remind him about that one.
Yeah.
What
By
else?
the way, guys, do you have questions for us? Not just for now, but for future streams as well. This would be interesting to see what you
Yeah,
guys
give
would
us
be
give us
interested
ideas.
in. Yeah, about future streams.
Character sneezes. This is like the steroid slap
Yeah.
from last time.
Yeah, about the dragging the dead bodies. This has been discussed multiple times. The reasons we're not doing this is because we want the game to feel. We don't want the game to become too stealth centric. We don't want this to be a game about stealth with an additional combat tacked on.
Yeah.
So. More cursed build, by the way. But
Yeah, so
that's why we didn't go into the stealth mechanics more, and that's why you don't have the option to drag dead bodies. We've discussed it a lot, and I don't know. We will listen to the community and see what you guys think, but I'm really not. I really don't want this to become a stealth game.
So more curse builds. I will talk to Pavel. He probably has 5 or 10 more that are interesting. But last time he actually wanted to choose things that were not mainstream. So that's why you had all of the melee builds, because people were saying that melee was not really efficient. So he he showed how we can actually break the game. And yeah, exactly, Leroy Jenkins. And yeah, it's something that we've mentioned on previous streams, that the whole design philosophy behind Jag was never to be shadow tactics or desperados in that situation where you just time everything right.
Yeah.
And that's the whole way you should play the game. It's a tactical turn-based game in its soul.
Yeah. Additional content is quite a stretchy subject. We plan to add a lot of things, and in the last things, Pavel and Bob Buyans talked about this. But in terms of DLC, we can neither confirm nor deny anything at this point.
Yes. It's still early to have something about that. After curse builds, how about curse situations? Yes, that is something I wanted to do. Let's have it like this. Send us. You can do it actually with the bug reporter. The in-game bug reporter sends save games that we can use for debugging, but you can send us unsavable situations.
Yeah.
And then in some future stream, we'll try to save them.
Just add hashtag cursed situations in the
In the title.
In the title, so we can find them easily, and yeah, we will try them. This would be fun.
This would be fun, yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, just do it. I'm very interested in what you guys manage to get yourselves into, or get Pavel into, because I'm probably gonna get him to try to save the situation.
Oh yeah, that would be fun. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Full bar situations.
Yeah. And I think a lot of those are actually salvageable. I had some
To be honest,
situations.
I'm not that good in this game. Like I probably know a lot about the game, but I'm not that good at this game.
When I finally had the time to play the game more, I was like, oh no, I got myself into this unwinnable situation. And it was like, for example, it was very early in the game, like in the Rust, I managed to get both Pierre's attack squad and the defenders there and the reinforcements, and all this during the rain. So everything was jamming and everyone was missing.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah. And I was like, no, this is impossible. There are too many enemies. And then I figured it out. And I even won one of the hardest battles, in my opinion, is when...
Nice.
I would love to hear if how many of you guys fought this battle, but when you release Luigi from the prison, and you have to fight both Blue Bear's men and Luigi's men. And this is an insane battle. And I almost got that one. in the end, I bled out. I didn't have a medkit with me, and I had 3 characters that were alive at the end, or 4, but all of them bled out because...
What was the English word for that? Pyrrhic victory?
Then there was just one lousy guy just far away, one of the guards at the cabin just in front of the mansion, and I couldn't reach him in time before my guys bled out. Yeah.
Just to end the turn-based mode, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And they were like breaking the... Yeah, and again, this was in the rain, so I had a machine gun, and I was like, the machine gun will mount this gun. And I was like, yep, but after the second or third shot, it jammed because of the rain. And yeah. Yeah, and it was, I think, with 4 guys, and I almost got it. And I definitely know it's possible, but yeah.
Physics Cat, more behind the scenes stories of development. We do have Reni and Nelson that are gonna come to one of the streams in the future when we're close to releasing the patch with the map editor, because they're gonna talk a little bit more about the level design and the actual, assets that filled the world and how we made it look this way. Because again, we've mentioned this before, but we feel that the game is fairly unique to the genre because it's not the grid that defines the map. It's more like the map, and then the grid kind of needs to fit on it, and that's going to be a whole different topic because a lot of people are going to start creating their maps then, and that's going to be probably the best time to share those stories, and probably some other things can also fit. I'm trying for a while now to get Ascent to come here and talk a little bit more about the technical side behind the hood, not behind, under the hood.
We also finally got Vlad to agree to a stream, so yeah, we can have them both here. Ooh. We can torture them with all the technical questions.
No, I think that they'll do fairly well. They just need some time to warm up to the idea. So
someone is asking about a date for the patch. Can we announce?
Yes.
That?
So the date for the patches today, it's gonna be the new build that, like I mentioned, is gonna go to modders and QA. And then the plan is to have it until the end of the week, unless something horrible happens, and we need to fix it. But otherwise, it should be live around Friday.
Yeah, and Pao is over exaggerating. It's not when one horrible thing happens. It's like when the 5th or 6th horrible thing happens. The things really horrible things here happen once a day on the regular.
There was a conversation that I had with one of our programmers in terms of a technical problem, and he was like, I can't forecast a date, but I can give you a forecast in how many big problems are gonna happen. Normally it's around 8 big problems. So when I solve the 6th or 7th one, I know I'm close, to
I was thinking about at some point about when giving estimates, not about how much time I'm going to have to do when I will be able to accomplish this, but how many years it has taken off of my life.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Horse Armor DLC.
Yeah, we confirmed. Last week we confirmed it. So Horse Armor DLC. We don't have horses, but you'll have the armor.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, is there a mod for that already?
Oh, come on. That's our DLC mask.
Clean armor. Maybe someone can do that. Yeah. All right. Is there something we missed? Well, there's a lot of Smiley bashing, but he deserves it.
Yeah.
Merc wishlist poll. We can't stop you from that. So, yeah. Would you want to? That's why it's called unstable. Like, can non-modders somehow get into the unstable patch channel?
It will not be a long time before the patch goes live. So yeah, I would suggest just be patient.
Yes.
Yeah.
We had that conversation like, hey, why don't we just call it unstable and release it into the wild? And everyone's like, no. Like, no matter how many disclaimers we place that it's unstable and unfinished and unreleased and, everything that we can use to describe it, people are still gonna think it's, oh, this game is broken. So be patient and you will see it very soon.
Yeah, and let me just say, we can't at this moment tell you anything about DLC. We don't have anything we can share there. But what I can tell you is that I, at least, really want DLC. I want new mercs. I want to see the game grow. But it's a very complicated process because even adding a single merc is a hassle. There are like in the good days we they called it one work for 3 hours. That was 3 hours of just recording time, and there is the concepts, the 3D models, and rigging and everything, and adding even a single merc is and
It's not trivial.
and that's a problem because also in this case with DLC the economics of scale would work against us. Yes. Because we had a lot of time for a full game to do all of the mercs, but this would not be the case in a potential DLC. So we hear you. We know that you want DLC, and when we have news to share, we will share them.
Oh yeah. And in terms of, I saw something that I wanted to address here. Devs' mercs. We have some call-outs. It's not like we have devs as some characters in the game, but some names are close.
Yeah. I mean, we have Vlad in our team, and there's a tinkerer in the game. Yeah.
We have Lolly the broker.
Yeah, and Lolly is a very special person close to my heart.
Yes. So yeah, there's a bunch of team personality sprinkled here and there in the game. That's it's kind of inside jokes, but we can talk more probably in the future. I'm switching from topic to topic here, but I'm trying to address most of the things in chat. Second method of keeping Fidel happy?
It's not Fidel. Fidel happy.
Oh, you're talking about...
it was about Reaper. I'm not sure about Fidel, actually. I
just blow stuff up?
No, yeah. He can definitely, if he's into combat, he will be happy. He was... For Reaper, blood is one of the solutions. The stream is highly enjoyable. Thank you.
Yeah. This means a lot because, it's an hour, sometimes an hour and a half with the preparations, a bit more every week. So we're glad that you guys are here.
I really hope we continue to do this because they're fun.
Lua is one of the people that doesn't shy away from the stream.
Yeah.
Something I highly
love
respect.
You guys.
All right, so what determines weapon transport spawns? A single one yet? Really? They're not that rare. Weapon transports, like the diamond transports?
I know that I saw in the changelog one part was about rebalancing the shipments and I think and the tax. So I think there will be changes to this in the patch. Because I saw a rebalance about this, and but there are parameters to tweak these. They don't spawn for some people. Oh, okay, we have to...
Noted. Yeah.
Yeah, we will take a look at that.
But probably someone else has already looked at it and already fixed it, so... Let's hope that's the case. And we just didn't get to that change in the change log.
We'll figure it out. I think as part of the rebalance, I think that might have fixed this, but I will talk to Buyan about this because he is way more knowledgeable about this. Yeah, there is a chance when scouting to have to find delivery of diamonds or weapons that you didn't know about previously. So yeah, but they should spawn without scouting as well,
Mhm.
and we'll take a look.
If it's not spawning, it's
Hopefully,
not intended. Yes.
hopefully it's already fixed,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll see.
Like we said, a bunch of changes.
So many changes. Yeah.
All right. Any other questions? I
Yeah.
think that's we're ahead of schedule. Like no, like the stream so far. So
Yeah. Yeah, because Blizzard and Boyan took all the good topics about this patch last week. We kind of had to figure out what to talk about, and there are a lot of changes.
the not the bad, but the challenging
Yeah.
thing is that
Okay.
how do you demonstrate ricochets that hit something else if it's like if it's hard to do without cheats.
Well, these
Not
are
sure about the
interesting.
above one.
Yeah, I'm not sure about those questions. So, again, about more gear, it's possible to have this some type of notification, but don't you kind of have that already with the icon where it says that the contract is expiring? That's, I think, a few days.
Yeah,
Or
it
the-
shows you on the timeline, but I think that. Oh, I've answered this one. I just forgot. I think didn't they leave it in the sector stash, like some of the items?
I know we fixed the bug about that in the change, right? So possibly.
We said that we're improvising a lot of the things that we just read, and we didn't
Yeah.
manage to test.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
Game is a pleasure to play. That's very nice to hear. Stop progress? Stop progress? Okay. Exit interview? Oh. You
Yeah.
got Livewire's PEA.
Yeah. This is one of the things that we fixed.
It is?
Yeah, the
didn't
mercs
know that
sometimes
that's-
drop their some of their special weapons in the stash. Yeah, in the sector stash. Whatever. Yeah.
Texas 6 shooter.
Yeah. Please post minor announcements like Steams in the forums too.
Yes, that's I know that's something that's we should be doing. I'm very sorry that we're not. It's just
Anything that we were hoping to get in this patch but didn't. It's a very complex question actually, because we're making there are a lot of people in the company and they're all crazy, like I've said before, and everyone is fixing things and improving things and breaking things all the time. And at some point, Asen, our lead programmer and the CTO, says, "Okay, you have to stop for a while," and branches the project so we can start only fixing and not breaking stuff. But I think every one of us has sort of a list of stuff he wants to do at some point but doesn't have the time, and that's at least for me. I have like 40. Yeah, I think right about now I'm at around 40 things I want to do but don't have the time.
don't tell me they're all in Mantis.
Oh yes, they are.
Actually, no, it's good. It's good that they're in Mantis in writing and everything. It's good.
Yeah. Of course they're in Mantis, otherwise I would forget.
When romance options. Yeah, that's no. I don't think that's.
Yeah, one of the things, by the way, that I'm really sorry for, and I don't think that we will be able to fix it because it will require voice lines, but is the dehiding, because it happens way too often, more often than I anticipated.
Just gotta say, bye Physics Cat and see you next one.
Yeah, and I really hope that I really underestimated the number of lines there, and there should have been some variations because you keep hearing the same lines over and over, and it's not cool. And I'm thinking about it actually. I'm thinking about somehow making the rehire process easier, but so far nothing has crystallized in my head. Yes, we do use Mantis. Yeah.
It looks clunky, but like we've pumped it up a bunch, and with our engine, it just gives us so much context on, especially the bug reporter gives us so much context of the problems that you guys are facing.
Yeah,
So.
yeah, and I remember it in the good old days when we didn't have automatic cool stuff like saves in there, and you had to attach them manually. But now we get the saves automatically,
Yes.
and the screenshots and the logs and everything, and it's so nice. Yeah.
All right. Maybe a final question, and we can get going.
Yeah.
Who is first? Use it for work. Oh, thank you, Goki.
Yeah. Thank you. You guys are awesome. Because your enthusiasm for the game is giving us a lot of energy, and we are really pushing for a lot of stuff because we feel that energy, and we just want to give it back to you.
True.
No, I won't tap myself on the back, but I will tap on the back.
Oh, you can always tap yourself on the back.
No.
It's very reassuring.
Yeah, but I want to tap
If
you
you're
on the
feeling down. Is it possible to have a hotkey for swapping characters between characters who are filling the detection bar? So basically, like if someone is filling the detection bar, to just press a button and select them.
That's an interesting idea.
That's an interesting idea. I don't think I don't know about discussions on that topic.
We haven't discussed it up until now, but it's definitely something that's possible. But if it were up to me, I would say this is more of a mod thing rather than a feature thing. But
Could be.
yeah, can we reiterate the date and the release plan for the patch?
Okay, so
as we're
because there is another question, Odosha, thank you for asking it again. So patch 1.02 is going to go live for testing. It's an unstable build and to modders today, so that they can check if something broke in their mods, because some mods have, I don't know, more than 20k subscribers.
Yeah, and with the last big patch, we broke a lot of mods.
Yeah, we don't want that to happen.
Yeah.
So yes, so it's gonna have a week of time, so that's the modders, and we can catch any unintended or any bugs that happen to be in the builds, and it should go live Friday again, unless something horrible happens.
Unless something more horrible than usual happens.
We're all gonna die. This is fine.
Yeah.
Whatever. All right. Yes, and we're gonna be showing more interesting mods probably in the future. But right now we have a lot of stuff that we should catch up on.
Yeah,
like,
we literally don't have the time right now to browse as much as we used to because there are so many things happening right now.
Perhaps invite some of the developers who made it to comment on it.
That's an interesting idea. Can we get them through?
Why not?
Discord.
We've done it before. Like the dev streams that we had initially were remote. Like Brad was in the US and we were here in Bulgaria. So we could do that. Why not?
Yeah.
Sure, Claypale, that's a fun idea.
Yeah.
We're very open to that. All right, so let's leave it on that high note.
Yeah, and I definitely want to say, yes, you can hit yourself with ricochets.
Yes, just like in real life.
That's the idea.
We've had, maybe I can tell that story. We were in a shooting range, and we're recording sounds, and all of a sudden Lubo says, can you shoot, the other Lubo, our sound engineer, can you shoot in a way that we can record the ricochet? And I was like, dude, you don't want a ricochet in a shooting range. Like, anything can happen. Like, it's not safe. So yeah, you could shoot yourself. So maybe that's not the high note that I wanted, but
Yeah.
let's leave it at that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So there is going to be a dev stream next week. But again, we don't know who.
And, yeah. Yeah.
There's going to be people.
It's going to be a mystery stream, and even we don't know.
Every stream is a mystery stream. But yes, depending on scheduling and the things that happen and the things that
And
are
we can-
most
Yeah.
right now like important, we're gonna pick that topic. So yeah.
Yeah, and it will be Monday unless something happens, and it's not on Monday.
Yeah. He should do that joke every time because he thinks that he's teasing me, but it's actually true. So
Yeah, I know it's actually it's funny because it's true.
fair enough. All right, guys. So talk to you next week,
Yeah.
and we'll talk to you in Discord before that.
Okay,
Bye.
bye guys.